So we're doing a pour-over brew of the Brazil beans. First off, we'll need the actual beans. So we have here ground, pre-ground for us. It was just ground a few moments ago. And our pour-over vessel, our recipient vessel, our weighing scale with a built-in timer, our kettle with hot water. So let's get started. We've already pre-wet the paper to remove most of the paper taste and to actually warm the vessels. So the brewing apparatus, which is the Kalika pour over, is already warm, and also the cup below it. So right now we're gonna put the beans in the middle. Make sure we get all the beans from there. Then we try to settle the ground so we have an even bed to pour over. So this method is called the pour over because literally we are pouring over water over the ground beans. So to start with, we have 16 grams of coffee and we're going to be pouring a 200 mLs worth of water over the beans. So let's start. It's important to note that you have to start with the stream hitting the middle of the grounds and not hitting the most of the paper filter. And then we pause after hitting 30 grams of water for it to bloom. The blooming process helps the coffee remove most of the gases that hinders itself from being extracted properly by the water. The gases actually cover the beans and doesn't allow the water to penetrate through it. So right now, we've got a good bloom going. So we'll start the brewing process again after 30 seconds. And then we'll start pouring from the middle, slowly radiating outwards. And then we pause. The pausing movement doesn't really help the brewing process, but only helps the beans settle down once the water has come into contact with them. This is arguable. Most people have different takes on how they brew their coffee. But we're brewing this cup of coffee for 3 minutes, including the bloom time, and we're hitting the 1 minute mark. As you can see, the coffee is slowly dripping down. This is considered one of the slow brewing methods. And we're just gonna keep steadily pouring, radiating outwards, and then circling back into the middle, making sure that the time doesn't run out ahead of us, or that we don't exhaust the water before the time actually runs out. Different beans will need different recipes. So for example, an African bean will actually need less time because of the acidity, and the darker bean will need more time for you to be able to extract most of the flavors. Or vice versa, depending on the bean. You actually need to find out, and the best way to find out is through trial and error, which is the fun part, which means you get to brew more coffee. You can drink more coffee. So I'm just literally stalling here because we still have a minute to go. And we're really close to our desired water quantity. It's around 230 to be exact. So we have 30 grams to go and 30 seconds to go. And we're now hitting that mark. So we'll stop. We'll let the coffee drip through. And then we'll end the process once we hit the time limit. The ideal time is totally dependent on the coffee. So we have 10 seconds to go. And notice that it's still dripping. The coffee is still dripping. We still need to stop once we hit the actual mark, just now, even though there's still water dripping through it, or coffee still dripping through it. What you get is a smoother cup of coffee, where you've already thought about all the processes that you need to do. And also, a resulting cup is a more fragrant, less body cup of coffee. Enjoy.